All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our gentle yoga class. Nice. We'll get started here in just a minute. This is our gentle yoga class. All right, guys, so props for today. If you have a blanket, go ahead and grab onto a blanket. If you don't have a blanket, you can use really a towel, pillows, just like kind of like throw pillows. Anything that's going to help to give you like a little bit more padding underneath your feet. Sorry, not underneath your feet, underneath your knees. So go ahead and grab onto that prop and make your way onto your mat. So we'll start out on our backs this morning. So come onto your yoga mat and come onto your back. And if you like to, you can take that blanket, you can kind of roll it up to give yourself a little bit of a heart opener this morning. So with that, you can just kind of roll it up, take it to your seat, just an option with that. Soles of your feet come together, knees go wide. Palms faced up. This is your Supta Baddha Konasana. Let's take this moment here to check in on your yoga mat. Really starting with your breath. Just focusing on deep breaths in through your nose. Long breaths out through your nose. And if at any time you start to feel like this a little bit too much for your hips, you can feel free to straighten out your legs anytime you want to. We're going to start this morning with our 10-second breath count. With that, deep breath in through your nose, count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Long breath out through your nose, count to 4. Total of 10 seconds with that. So stay with it. Deep breath in, count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Long breath out, count to 4. So we'll stay here for a few more moments with that 10-second breath count. It's really giving your body the opportunity to relax here. Evening out that breath. So we're going to take a couple more here. Deep breath in, count to 4. Hold at the top for 2. Long breath out, count to 4. And we'll take one more here. Deep breath in. Hold at the top. Long breath out. Nice. If you're still in that Baddha Konasana with those knees wide, take your hands outside edges of your knees. Slowly draw your knees up through center. Take your time. We're just going to roll to one side. Just kind of curling up here. And then, nice and easy, we're going to press ourselves up to our seat. So make your way to your seat on your yoga mat. Nice, as easy as you can get there. And if you got your blanket nearby, you can go ahead and unroll that blanket and take that blanket up underneath your seat. Just give yourself a little bit more padding here. With that, hands to your knees. Draw your shoulders down your back. Get a little taller through the crown of your head. We're going to start out with our torso rotation, so making circles here. So think, initiate this movement from the base of your spine. Just kind of letting our spine wake up here, letting the sides of our body wake up. All right, so we'll take a couple more of these rotations. You finish your next one. Come back through center. Find that length in your spine again. So starting out with your sit bones. Draw those shoulders down your back. We'll go other direction, so opposite direction. Stay with it. Let's take a couple more here. When you finish your next one, come back through center. So back through center. Take a deep breath in and reach your arms up high. With your exhale, take your right fingertips down by your side, left arm up and over. Feel that side body stretch. Take a deep breath here. With your exhale, start to come back upright. Inhale, reach both arms up high. Exhale, left fingertips down, right arm up and overhead. Hanging out here for a breath or two. Feel that side body stretch. So with your exhale, start to come back upright. We'll go one more on each side. Inhale, reach up to your fingertips. Exhale, with that side bend. Lengthen out here. Full breath in. Exhale back through center. Last side, left fingertips down, right arm up and over. Reach through those fingertips. Take a full breath in. Exhale back through center, hands to those knees. Nice, guys. We're going to go with our seated cows and cats from here. So seated cows and cats. With those hands on your knees, leave them there. Cow pose, you're going to draw your shoulders back. Chest, heart reaches forward. And you're looking up slightly. Then with your exhale, you're going to come into your cat pose. You're going to round your shoulders forward. Tuck your chin to your chest. So follow your breath pace here. Inhale to your cow. Lift your heart. Draw your shoulders back. Then exhale to your cat. Hollow out, round forward. So just follow your own breath pace here. Inhale into your cows. And exhale into your cats. So let's stay with this for a couple more rounds. And when you finish your next one, come back through center. Neutral with your spine. Inhale, sweep your arms up high. Exhale, left fingertips to your right knee. Right arm stays high, reaches back behind your seat. So you come up onto your right fingertips here. Sit up just a little taller. Then take your gaze over your right shoulder. Take a full breath in. And with your exhale, start to unwind. Take a deep breath here. Reach up through center. Sweep those arms up. And with your exhale, take your right hand to your left knee. Left arm stays out. Reaches back behind your seat. So you come up onto your left fingertips here. Sit up just a little taller. Then take your gaze over your left shoulder. Full breath in. And with your exhale, start to unwind. Come back through center. We're going to swing those knees around back down. We're going to make our way to our tabletop. So I'm going to turn sideways with that. But feel free. Actually, I recommend keep that blanket here. So you can take that blanket. I like just to kind of make it a little flatter. But however thick you want it to be, take that and bring it up underneath your knees. So once you get that nice in position, you're coming to your tabletop here. Take a moment to stack your joints. You want your shoulders stacked over your wrists. You want your hips stacked over your knees. With that, take a look at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Keep that. We're going to go with our cows and our cats from our tabletop. So inhale to your cow pose. Belly drops. Heart lifts. Exhale, hollow out. Tuck your chin to your cat pose. Working through it through your own breath pace here. Inhale into your cow. And exhale into your cat. Nice. And it might feel good to go ahead and bring those other movements in here as you work through your cows and your cats. So maybe start to let those hips move side to side. Rocking back and forth on your wrists. And so kind of filling things out this morning. Yes, finishing those next set of movements. Finding your way through your neutral tabletop. From neutral, with those joints stacked, let your knees come all the way together. So your knees are touching. Center of your mat here. Reach your right leg back. Come to the ball of your right foot. So bring those toes all the way to your mat. And start to rock back and forth on your toes. Yes, you'll feel a pretty good stretch with your right calf. Especially when you rock back. So let's take a couple more of those here. Finish your next one. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Press your mat away from you. Then lift your right leg up. So point your right toes down towards your yoga mat and think square those hips up. With that, you can stay right here or reach your left arm forward. Thumb points up. And so find some length here. Reach forward through your fingertips. Press back through the sole of your right foot. Core extra tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left hand to your mat. Right knee to your mat. Drop your hips side to side. Let it loose. Nice, guys. So from here, back through neutral. Knees touch. We'll go other side. So left leg reaches back. Come to the ball of that left foot. So bring your toes all the way to your mat and start to take those rocks back and forth. And so you should feel your left calf get a good stretch, especially when you start to rock backwards. So take a couple more rocks here. You finish your next rock. Check. Make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Press that mat away from you. Lift your left leg up. So think square hips here. Feel that. Stay here or reach your right arm forward. Thumb points up. All right, so find that length. Reach forward through your right fingertips. Press back through the sole of your left foot. It's like you're trying to push something away from you. Core extra tight. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, right hand comes to your mat. Left knee comes back to your mat. Drop those hips side to side. Let it loose. Nice, guys. So from here, a neutral tabletop. So keeping those joints stacked, especially hips, over those knees. We're going to find our way to our puppy pose. So walk your hands forward. Keep walking forward. You're working your chest towards your yoga mat. And when you kind of found your edge, let your forehead come all the way down to your mat. Puppy pose. Nice. So feeling this stretch in your shoulders, but also get a lot of length in your spine. And if it feels good, maybe even roll your forehead side to side. Let's let your head and neck release. Okay, stay here for one more breath. And with your exhale, start to walk your hands back through your neutral tabletop. So back through neutral. We're going to come into our downward facing dog from here. So I personally like to go ahead and set my blanket over to the side. We'll come back to that blanket for sure. But you can keep it there if you want to. Or move it to the side. Walk your hands forward towards the front of your mat. Knees slide back just a little bit. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. So guys, come into this first downward facing dog. Start out, take a look at your hands. Make sure your hands are shoulder distance apart. And then spread your fingers wide. Take your gaze back in between your feet. Leave it there. Nice. So see if you can lift your hips up just a little higher. And then picture your inner thighs rotating in towards each other. And you should feel a little bit more strength in your legs with that. From here, start to paddle those feet. Walk your dog out. Nice. So stay here for a couple more breaths. Take one more deep breath in. And with your exhale, slowly walk your feet forward to your hands. We're going to make our way to the front of our mat, just as easy as you can get there. And once you make your way to the front of your mat, we're going to come into our forward fold. So take your feet wide, so a little bit past hip distance apart. So maybe not quite as wide as your mat, but pretty wide. With that, put enough bend in your knees that you can connect your torso to your thighs. Start to fold forward, head and neck hang down. And then hold on to your opposite elbows if that feels good. So it's kind of like a ragdoll forward fold here. I still want you guys to think about engagement though. So press your hips up towards the ceiling. You should feel the backs of your legs, hamstrings and glutes. Get more active with that. Keep that engagement. Start to rock side to side. Just kind of shifting your weight to the left, to the right. So I'll take a couple more breaths here. Taking one more deep breath in. And with your exhale, release those elbows if you have them. Heel toe your feet all the way together. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, fold forward, slide bend in those knees. Hinge at the hips. Okay, so let's do that again. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. We're going to pause this time. So fingertips are on your shins. Crown of your head reaches forward. Look straight down. Hips press back. Draw your shoulders down your back. Full inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. And with your exhale, hands to your heart center. Nice, guys. Feeling a bit more awake now, I'm sure. Got that blood pumping just a little bit with those sun salutations. We're going to work through a little bit of a sequence here. We're going to follow our breath. First time that we're going to go through, we're going to set it up. Okay, so you definitely can be at the front of your mat. I just want to face you guys so you can see real good. Interlace your fingers. Press forward. Reach your arms up high. Alright, so think kind of like pressing your palms up towards the ceiling. Hug your biceps towards your ears. Equal the weight out with both soles of your feet. Kind of press those hips forward just a little bit. Nice and engaged. Take a full breath here. With your exhale, release that bind. Cactus your arms. Spread your heart forward. So more active, really draw those shoulder blades back. Take a full breath here. Exhale, reach your arms up high. Twist to the right. So your left fingertips are reaching forward. Right fingertips are reaching back. Press those hips forward. So hips stay square to the front. Inhale up through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Right fingertips forward. Left fingertips reach back. Nice, so kind of press those hips forward. Hips stay square. And you're looking to your left here. Full breath in. Exhale back through center. Arms by your sides. Palms face forward. Nice, guys. So we'll go through that a couple more times following our breath now. So a little faster with that pace. Interlace your fingers. Press forward. Inhale. Reach your arms up high. Exhale. Cactus your arms. Spread your heart. Inhale. Reach up. Exhale. Twist to the right. Inhale. Back through center. Exhale to the left. Inhale. Up through center. Exhale, arms by your sides, palms face forward. One more time, interlace those fingers, press forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, to the left. Inhale, back up through center. This time, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. And then exhale, fold. Plant through your fingertips. Step your left leg back. Come all the way down to your left knee. Go ahead and grab that blanket again. Hopefully it's pretty close nearby. You can take that blanket underneath your left knee. Give yourself that padding. We're coming to our low lunge right side. So low lunge. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips. And your hips are pretty fairly stacked over that left leg. With that, take a look at your front knee. So your right knee is stacked over your right ankle. So nice and upright. Nice, guys. So what you'll do here is we'll feel our tailbone tuck underneath. So tailbone tucks underneath. And a great way to feel that is to really press down through the sole of your right foot. Down through your left knee. Feel both of those contact points draw in towards each other. So it's like a down and in motion that you'll feel. And with that, you'll feel your left hip flexor get a lot better stretch. So find that, press down and in with both of those contact points. Keep that. Arm sweep up. Take a full breath in. And with your exhale, cactus your arms. Spread your heart forward. Inhale, reach up to your fingertips. Exhale, cactus. Spread your heart. One more time. Inhale, reach those arms up high. Then exhale, cactus. Take your arms by your sides, palms face forward. Stay right here or interlace your fingers at your low back. Okay, so if you're taking that bind, first working to straighten out your arms. Think press your knuckles towards the back edge of your mat. Lift your heart up. You gotta stay here. Deep breath in. And out. Go one more full inhale. Exhale, release that bind. Take your hands down. Frame your right foot. Come up onto your right heel. Nice, guys. So we're making our way to our half splits pose here. So you're on your right heel. Think, point your right toes up and then back towards your body. And it's okay to have a bend into that right knee. Nothing wrong with that. But with that, keep that flexion in your foot. Press your right heel forward and down into your yoga mat. And we're going to all take an inhale. Halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. That's good. So this is a great opportunity. If you have yoga blocks at home, you can take one block underneath each one of those hands, or maybe one block for both of those hands. And if you don't have one, anything that will elevate your surface, have your hands a little bit higher, it's going to make this pose a bit more accessible. With pitch to the crown of your head, reaching forward towards the front of your mat. It's going to keep your spine low. Remember, just breathe. We'll take a few more breaths here. Isolating your right hamstring. So I'll take one more deep breath in. Now with your exhale, start to put that bend back into your right knee. Coming back to that low lunge. With that low lunge, take both hands inside edge of your left foot. So your palms come down to your yoga mat. Start to heel toe your right foot to the right. We're making our way to our lizard's lunge here. So lizard's lunge, you let your right knee open to the right, so much so that you can see the sole of your right foot. With that, you can stay on your palms. If you have that block nearby, you can come down to your block, forearms to your block, or forearms to your mat. Lizard's lunge. Lizard lunge. So it can be a pretty deep hip opener for your right hip. So stay with your breath. Let's all take a few breaths here together. So deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth with your exhale. Sigh it out. Just like that. Deep breath here. Fill up. Exhale. Open up. Take one more of those here together. Deep breath in through your nose. Fill up all the way. Exhale. Open your mouth. Nice. So if you're in your forearms or on your block, make your way back to your palms. So you'll press into that right palm, then into your left palm. Once you get nice and on those palms, start to heel toe your right foot back through center. So just keep on heel toeing it until you're able to frame your right foot with both of your hands. And you know what? I'm never really on my hands. I'm usually on my fingertips here. I feel like that's what makes it a little bit easier on your fingertips. So with that, you're going to tuck your back left toes under. Lift your left knee up. Squeeze your thighs together. We're in our runner's lunge here. Step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Front of your mat here. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Okay, so with your exhale, hands to your heart center. Interlace your fingers. Release your index finger and your thumb. Grow tall. Nice. So it's back with our setup here. Thinking about the soles of your feet. Press down evenly through both soles of your feet. Grow a little bit taller. Hug your biceps towards your ears. Take a side bend to the right. So think, press your hips forward just a little bit. Roll that left shoulder back. Inhale back through center. Exhale to the left. Nice, so still equal weight through both soles of your feet. Press your hips forward just a little bit. Roll your right shoulder back. Still reach tall. Full breath in. Exhale back through center. Release that bind. Fold forward. These guys, inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, fold. Plant through those fingertips again. We're stepping that right foot down, coming down to your right knee. Low lunge, other side. Nice. So, go ahead and move that blanket over to the other side. So underneath your right knee if you hadn't already. And then with that, we're going to set up our low lunge. So we have our shoulders stacked over our hips. Our hips are over this back right knee. Take a look at your front knee. Make sure your left knee is over your left ankle. With that, we're going to feel our tailbone tuck underneath. So press down through the sole of your left foot. Down through your right knee. Feel both of these contact points draw in towards each other. So it's that down and in motion. It's going to force you to tuck your tailbone. You should feel this stretch in your right hip flexor as soon as you come into that engagement. Nice. With that, sweep those arms up. Take a full breath here. Exhale, cactus your arms. Spread your heart forward. Inhale, reach up high. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach up with those fingertips. Exhale, cactus. Spread your heart. Arms come by your sides. Palms face forward. Stay right here. Or interlace your fingers at your low back. Nice. If you're taking that interlace, first working to straighten out your arms. Then press your knuckles towards the back edge of your mat. Lift your heart up. So still think, tuck that tailbone under. Stay here. Deep breath in. And out. One more full inhale. Exhale, release that bind. Let your fingertips come down. Frame your left foot. Come to your left heel. Alright, so made our way to our half splits here. So you're on your left heel. Flexion with your left foot. So your toes are pointing up and then back towards your body. With that, totally okay to have a bend into your left knee, but press your left heel forward and down into your yoga mat. That's going to help to draw your left hip back and get you a deeper stretch here. With that, take an inhale, halfway lift, heart lifts. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, so picture the crown of your head reaching forward towards the front of your yoga mat. It's going to keep your spine long, get you a better stretch with your left hamstring. Because we'll stay here for a few more breaths. Take one more deep breath here. With your exhale, start to bend, put that bend back into your left knee. Take both hands down. Come to the inside edge of that left foot. So you take both hands down, inside edge of your left foot, and then start to heel toe your left foot to the left. That left knee is opening up to the left, so much so that you can see the sole of your left foot. Come into that lizard lunge here. So you can stay on your palms. You can take your forearms down to a block or even a blanket. Or you can let your forearms come all the way down to your mat. So lizard lunge, left side. Really come back to that breath. And we'll take a few of those breaths here together. So deep breath into your nose. Open your mouth with your exhale. Just like that. Deep breath into your nose. Fill up. Exhale, open up, side out. One more of those two together. Deep breath in, fill up all the way. Then exhale, open and release. Let's guys, we'll make our way back to our palms if you're on your forearm. So press into that left palm. Then press into that right palm. Start to heel toe your left foot back through your center. Take your time getting there. When you can frame your left foot with both sets of those fingertips, do that. Nice and strong. Tuck your back right toes under. Lift your right knee up. Squeeze those thighs together. That's going to give you strength here. So we're in our runner's lunge. Squeeze those thighs in. Step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Front of your mat here. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, bow, fold forward. Inhale, roll up, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to our heart center. Nice, guys. So we made it to our balancing portion of our class. And we are going to come into our tree pose this morning. So we have options for that tree pose. I would say definitely don't stand on your blankets. If your blanket's in the way, go ahead and move that blanket to the side. For our tree pose though, hands to your hips. You can come into your kickstand. So that's your right heel to your left calf and you're on your right toes. Hands to your heart center, that's your first option. Second option is to take the sole of your right foot to your left calf. With that, hands to your heart center. Third option is you can take your right hand for your right ankle, draw it up to the inner part of your left thigh. Alright, so that is above your knee. It's either above or below your knee joint. You just don't want to be pressed into your knee joint. Hands come to your heart center. And feel free to grow your tree if you like to. Any arm option that's calling to you this morning. Okay, so give this all you got this morning. It's our last standing pose. We're going to make it on to our mats here really soon. So think core tight. Press down through the sole of your left foot. Reach tall. One more breath. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Step your right foot down. Shake those legs out just a little bit. Nice, guys. So our other side here. So we're balancing on our right leg here. Take that kickstand. Left heel to your right calf. On your left toes here. Sole your left foot to your right calf. Or take your left hand. Hold onto your left ankle. Draw your left foot up above your knee to the inner part of your right thigh. So one of those options. Hands to your heart center. And feel free to take an arm variation if you like to. I've done a lot of heart openings this morning, so I'm going to stay with it with these cactus arms. So really feel the sole of your right foot press down. Let that energy draw all the way up through your body, long through your spine. Let's take one more breath here. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Step that left foot down. Shake those legs out just a little bit. Nice, guys. So from here, we're going to make our way all the way down onto our yoga mats. So come all the way down onto your yoga mats. Roll to your seat. Roll down onto your back. Hugging your knees into your chest here. If it feels good, rock a bit side to side. Feeling your spine massage down into your yoga mat. So take a couple more of those rocks. And when you're ready, come back to your center with those knees. With your knees hugged into your chest, we're going to make our way to our happy baby pose. So grab the outside edges of the soles of your feet. Nice. If that's not feeling too good this morning, you can hold onto your ankles, onto your shins, or even onto your thighs. You just hold the soles of your feet pointed up towards the ceiling. Knees open to the sides a bit. Nice. So same thing here. You can stay in stillness, or you can start to find that movement. Rocking a little side to side. So let's take a couple more breaths here. And so then with your next exhale, release the soles of your feet. Let them come all the way back down to your mat. Hug those knees back into your chest. Now feel that squeeze here. And so when you're ready, we're going to rock ourselves up to our seat. So, as easy as you can get there, you can take a couple rocks, getting momentum, and then come all the way to your seat. Or you can just roll to your side, press up through your palms. Either way, making your way onto your seat, on your yoga mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our legs straight here. So straighten out those legs. So straighten out those legs. And if you have your blanket nearby, go ahead and grab onto that blanket again. Take that blanket onto your thighs. So the blanket's going to come onto your thighs. And maybe stack it up just a little bit. I like mine to be pretty thick with that. Nice. So you have straight legs here. Bend with your knees. So you have a decent sized bend with your knees. Think about your toes. Point your toes back towards your body. With that, take your arms by your sides. Sit up as tall as you can. So I kind of have my fingertips back behind my seat to really draw my shoulders back. Find that length in your spine. Keep that length. Sweep your arms up high. Take a full breath here. With your exhale, start to fold forward. You should let your torso come down to your blanket so it's connected here. And then hold on wherever you can. So if it's onto your feet, grab hold there, ankles or shins. Nice. So with that, reach your heart forward just a little bit. Find that length again. And then fold. Okay, so if you can keep your belly, your torso connected to that blanket, you can start to straighten out your legs a bit. But you want to keep it touching the whole time. And when you kind of find your edge here, as straight as you're going to get those legs, press the soles of your feet forward. You should feel a little bit more engagement with your hamstrings with that. Deep breath in. And out. Take one more full breath here. With your exhale, release the soles of your feet. Start to roll back up. Take that blanket. We'll set that blanket over to the side. Nice. So what you're going to do here is we're going to take the sole of our left foot to the inner part of our right thigh. Pretty much like you're coming to like a seated tree pose here. But think. See if you can get the top of your left foot a little bit closer to your yoga mat. So as close to that yoga mat as you can, it's going to bring your left knee a little bit further towards your mat. So with that, we're going to set up here. We want to find a 90-degree angle with our body. So a great way to do that is to use your mat. So your right leg is parallel to the right edge of your mat. Your left thigh is parallel to the back edge of your mat. With that, your chest should be pointed towards the front left corner of your mat. So chest pointed towards the front left corner of your mat, you know that you set up correctly. What we want to do though is we want to square our chest, our shoulders over our right leg. So we're twisted to the right. So when you have your shoulders, chest square over your right leg, sweep your arms up. Take a full breath here. Exhale, start to fold forward over your right leg. So find that position that you can hold on to. So it might be onto your right foot, ankle, calf. But then we're going to take a halfway lift. Heart lifts up. Exhale, fold forward over your right leg. So we're isolating our right hamstring here, but you should also feel a stretch on the left side of your body. And that's where that twist comes into play. Think about your right foot though. Point your toes back towards your body. And then press the sole of your right foot forward towards the front of your mat. Deep breath in. And out. One more full breath here. Exhale, start to roll that torso back up. Take your left knee, hug it into your chest so the sole of your left foot comes all the way down to your mat. Stay right here, or you can step that left foot over so it's on the outside edge of your right leg. With that, find the sit bones, sit up extra tall again. Sweep your arms up high. Take a full breath here. And with your exhale, we're going to twist to our left. So options here, you can take that right arm, wrap it around your left knee, and you're just kind of hugging it in. Or you can hook your elbow kind of on the outside edge of that left knee. So one of those two options. Sit up nice and tall. And take your gaze over your left shoulder. I kind of like that hug-in option because it really helps to get even a little stretch for your left hip, left glute area. Let's take one more breath here. And with your exhale, start to untwist. Take your left leg long on your mat. Shake those legs out just a little bit. Nice, so when you're ready, we're going to take that right foot up into place. So it's kind of like that seated tree pose. Solely your right foot to the inner part of your left thigh. Nice, so what I want you to do is to think about the top of your right foot getting a little closer to your yoga mat, and that's going to let your right knee come a little bit closer to that mat as well. With that, set up so 90 degrees with your body. So left leg is parallel to the left edge of your mat. Your right thigh is parallel to the back edge of your mat. So with that, your chest, your shoulders should be pointed towards the front right corner of your mat. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn so our chest, shoulders are square over our left leg. So you should feel like you're twisting here. So find that. Sweep your arms up high. Take a full breath in. And with your exhale, start to fold forward over that left leg. Find that spot to hold on to. So maybe onto your left foot, ankle, calf. And then take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Nice, so think about your left foot now. Flexion with that foot, so point your toes back towards your body. And then press the sole of your left foot forward. Towards the front of your yoga mat. Nice, so isolating our left hamstring here, but you should also feel that stretch on the right side of your body. Take a full inhale here. Long exhale. One more deep breath in. Exhale, start to roll that torso back up. Nice, guys. So that right knee's coming into your chest now. So hug your right knee into your chest. Sole your right foot on your mat. You can keep it right there, or you can step over. So the sole of your right foot outside edge of your left leg. With that, sit up nice and tall. Sweep those arms up high. Take a full breath here. Exhale, twist to your right this time. So you can take that left arm and you can hug onto your right knee, or you can hook that left elbow. Either way though, sit up super tall. You can bring your fingertips back behind your seat. Gaze over your right shoulder. So find that twist to your right this time. Take a full breath in. With your exhale, start to untwist. Straighten out that right leg. Come out of that twist. Shake those legs out. Nice, guys. So from here, we're going to take one more seated forward fold. So if you have that blanket nearby, grab that blanket on again. If you don't want to use that blanket, you don't have to. But that's going to mean to bend your knees more so you can connect your torso to your thighs. So find that prop if you like to. Flexion with your feet, so point your toes back. Sit up nice and tall. Sweep those arms up. Full inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. And fold. Let's take one more breath here. With your exhale, start to roll your torso back up. Set that prop over, blanket to the side, making your way back onto your back. Nice. So hug those knees into your chest again. Feel that squeeze. And so from here, let the soles of your feet come to your yoga mat. Setting up for your figure four stretch. Cross your right leg over. Flexion with that foot. So point your toes. Right toes towards your right knee. Take your right hand. Draw your knee forward towards the front of your mat. And that might feel like enough stretch this morning. If you want to take it deeper though, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Drawing everything down towards your chest. So come back to that breath again. Focusing on your exhales here. Try to make each one of your exhales just a little bit longer than your last one. It's going to help to bring that relaxation into this pose. Help to soften into it. Let's take a couple more breaths here. One more full breath in. And with your exhale, if you have that bond behind your left leg, release it. Let's all let the sole of our left foot return to our mat if it's lifted. From here, take your right hand for the sole of your right foot, outside edge, half happy baby right side. So you want to hold on to the outside edge of the sole of your right foot. Let your right knee open up to the right just a bit. And you can keep your left foot planted on your yoga mat. Nothing wrong with that. Or you can start to straighten out your left leg. Or really anywhere in between. And something to think about though is to keep both of your hips planted into your yoga mat. So especially as you start to straighten out that left leg, that left hip wants to lift up. So it's kind of when you're going to know you found your edge. Stay here for one more breath. Exhale, release the sole of your right foot. Take both hands, hug your right knee into your chest. And let's all go ahead and straighten that left leg out. With that, take your left hand outside edge of your right knee. Draw your right knee across your body. Twist into your left. So you can roll over onto your left hip here. And then take your gaze over your right shoulder. Full inhale. Exhale, untwist. Back through center. Both soles of your feet to your mat. Figure forward, left side. So left leg crosses over. Flexion with that foot. Point your left toes towards your left knee. Take your left hand, draw your knee forward towards the front of your mat. And that might feel like enough stretch this morning. Or if you want to take it deeper, interlace your fingers behind your right thigh, drawing everything down towards your chest. So come back to that breath again. Really focusing on your exhales. Try to make each one of your exhales just a little bit longer than your last one. It's going to help bring relaxation, softening into this pose. So take a few more of those breaths here. So with your next exhale, release that band behind your right thigh if you have it. Sole your right foot to your mat if it's lifted. Take your left hand for the outside edge of that left foot. Half happy baby left side. And so same thing on this side. You can keep the sole of your right foot planted on your mat. You can start to straighten your right leg out. But really think about both your hips, especially that right hip. When it wants to start to lift, you know that's when you found your edge. Keeping both hips on your mat. Here we go, one more breath. Exhale, release the sole of your left foot. Take both hands, hug your left knee into your chest. We'll go ahead and straighten that right leg out if it's not all the way straight. Right hand outside edge of your left knee. Draw that knee across your body. Twisting to your right this time. So you can roll over onto your right hip here. Then take your gaze over your left shoulder. Deep inhale. Exhale, untwist. Thanks, guys. So take any final movements you like to here. Any final movements. Complete your yoga practice. And when you're ready, legs go long on your mat. Arms by your sides, palms faced up. If there's a more comfortable position you'd like to come into this morning, maybe legs up the wall, take any props that you like to. And then close your eyes. Let everything get heavy. Sink it down into your yoga mat. Deep breath in, fill up all the way. Open your mouth with your exhale. Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bring those small movements, wiggling fingers, wiggling toes. And if you like to, reach both arms up overhead. Take one final stretch here. And when you're ready, roll to one side. Take a moment here to curl up. And with your eyes still closed and your body at ease, slowly press yourself up to your seat. So we'll make our way to our seat on our yoga mats. Sit up nice and tall. Find those sit bones. Roll your shoulders down your back. Get a little taller through the crown of your head. And let's take our hands to our heart center. We'll close our practice this morning taking a couple of deep breaths here together. So empty out all your air. Full inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And out. Thumb tips come to our forehead center. And with gratitude for this practice, namaste. All right, guys, thank you all so much for coming out this morning and sharing your yoga practice. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave a comment. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.